Hello, this is Angel Rider 6, here. I know you may not want to talk to me right now, but please hear me out on what I have to say, and what actually caused my controversy. Well, about the John and Belle Pearly video incident, this shit all started when I made a video of them making out, which means they were hugging and kissing. And no, they were not French kissing, also known as tongue kissing or over the top. Just regular kissing. And those of you who think I did CP, then let me tell you, that's not even true because I remember John and Belle Pearly wearing clothes from top to bottom. Besides, I never wanted them to be having sex in the first place. But somebody took it like they were having sex. In the confrontation during summer 2022, I explained to Felino and the others that those two were actually making out, not having sex, because I remembered. In addition, John even told me on Discord that I did not even ship him with Belle Pearly. He actually pretended to date her from the beginning. I may not have evidence of that. Felino understood the whole situation because he knew everything. However, there was another video around the same time. I trolled two pedophiles, Rainboy107 and Tuxedo Ted. I shipped those two at the age of 19. I was the same age as them, almost 20 years old. I made a video of them have sex, but I deleted the video because it was not worth my time. John and Belle Pearly were making out, hugging and kissing, and they had clothes on. Tuxedo Ted and Rainboy107 were butt naked having sex. So yeah, hope you understand that part. Now let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah, man. Your brother is calling you.
It's true that I make sexual content, and it's also true that I didn't age restrict some of my videos of it. I want to tell the real reason why I didn't. It's because I didn't say sexual language like you hear on porn sites sometimes, and I didn't reveal genitals and boobs of fictional characters. And before you jump into conclusions, all of those characters that were having sex in my videos were all adults 18 and older. Majority of them were 20 and older. I do take responsibility for my mistakes. The mistakes were not age restricting some of my videos and putting them on a separate alt channel away from my main channel. I should have realized that much sooner. And yes, I have told some users that were adults what were their thoughts on oral sex. I wasn't trying to be a pervert or a creep. I just asked a question, that's all. Felino did stated that I shouldn't ask people certain topics that might make them uncomfortable. I understood what he had to say. Another thing he did told me about 16 and 17-year-old characters having sex, I mentioned. He told me that I shouldn't say stuff like that. He know that I never would make videos of 16 and 17-year-olds or any minors having sex. But what I was saying was just not even necessary. The reason what made me say such stuff was because of those people on Discord making sexual role plays of characters 16 or older, the age of consent, and not to mention, I used to do some crazy shit when I was 16 and 17 years old while I was under 18 or 21 in real life with a group of guys and ladies close in age gap with me years ago. When I said about 16 and 17-year-olds having sex, I was mainly being sarcastic. I never even had intentions of making shit like that in the first place. I seriously regretted asking people certain topics and saying random shit that popped up in my head. Let's explain something about TV and movie ratings of 13 plus and 16 plus content related to nudity and sex. When I was explaining this to people, I was actually referring that to adults and adult characters, not minors. Besides, they should ban that shit of minors on TV shows and movies because it's fucking ridiculous. Speaking of ban, they should also ban fictional CP in all countries and states, including Lolican and Shotokan, because it's just fucking disturbing. I don't know why it was legal in some countries, but it's just fucked up. It should be illegal in my thoughts. I tried explaining things, but I think I said too much. That's the problem I have. When I go through a lot of stress and anxiety and I say too much, it sometimes causes confusion due to me not thinking things through and carefully. I do apologize for causing confusion with what I was saying. You guys may think I do sexual role plays of fictional characters. Let me tell you this. I never made any sexual role plays on Discord, not one. I didn't want no trouble. Just for the record, I am not even attracted or have any interest in children or teenagers. Never did, never will. I am attracted and have interests in adult women and adult men. Even though I did say controversial stuff, but I really got to work on not saying such topics, otherwise people are gonna assume otherwise or treat me different. Nobody wants that. Alright guys, let's move to the next topic. Yay, I am explaining about the characters and storylines. To tell you the truth, I never was perfect at characters' storylines, plots, personalities, etc. I didn't want to go back with those useless generic grounded videos again. That's why I had to find different stuff. And those of you who think I keep screwing up the Sage crew, let me explain to you all what happened and why this whole bullshit all started. This mess all started when Technoglitch fucked up his own career and even his own characters. That's what made me change things around. And to be dead honest, I never wanted you to copy everything I do in the first place. You could have just choose your own ways of doing your storyline. The problem was, I never said anything about it. Sometimes I don't say anything about stuff and it escalates things further than it is. I am very sorry I never told you all anything about all this sooner. And I do regret making mass assault scenarios when I was under the age of 21. I thought it was okay to feature such videos. But now I know it's just a waste of time and garbage. And it's true, I do make a lot of OC families, and the reason is, I just wanted to have more families for a bigger city that I created. Speaking of that city, Angel City, I came up with that city since September 2022 because I wanted to start over and stay away from Springfield. Yes, my characters used to live in Springfield, but not anymore due to the mess of what happened with Techno's characters. Before late 2021, they lived in Vian City. And before you start saying, the city is corrupted, let me explain in detail what happened there. Not all the citizens are corrupted, just some are. I just never told anyone in detail about it until now. And furthermore, related to the Sage crew mess, there is actually an OC character group that is responsible to why Sage crew backlash increased and why other characters got manipulated and such. I will reveal it soon. I almost forgot to explain something, and it's the disowning topic made by some users. It did a massive toll on not only me, but Spite Animate, QuizD, Tezzy, Bradley, Lofty, and many other people. I never realized the severity of it until this year. I thought it was a good idea to disown characters, but now I realized disowning some characters of their actions that were not even that severe was not even necessary. The reason why I get in trouble like this is because I go overboard and that I don't know when to have limits with what I do sometimes. That's the struggle I am dealing with. You all need to learn something. Nobody is perfect at anything. Some people just want to have fun and be themselves. Hell, some people's channel content sometimes is not suitable for children and even young teens. But it's best to warn people of TV and movie age ratings. Hope you know the ratings. Just trying to help you out. I'll admit, my content was cringed when I was under the age of 20 or 21. When I got older, it got better, but it was around an average. I'm sometimes too lazy to do stuff at times. The only thing I get in trouble with is that I don't ask for advice or ask for help. That's the same thing I do in college as well. This is my last year in college. I feel like it's time to ask for help sometimes so that I won't screw up whether it be online or in person in the world. Again, if I would have asked for advice, or made better choices, or if someone I know would have told me to stop earlier, I wouldn't have done it. I seriously regret this. Now let's talk about a certain user of an incident that happened in 2022. That's right, it's Cute Princess Procure Fan 9000, but before you get mad at me, I want to explain briefly what caused this whole mess. This all started when she called out Mike Animate for making a grounded video out of one of her favorite OC characters, leading to controversy in early 2022. This made me upset. Calling someone out over something like this is nothing to get so upset of. When all hell broke loose with many users losing it and over the edge, it made me get in the way again. It made me call her out on her nonsense. I do regret doing that stupid cringy ass April Fool's prank on her in 2022 because it was absolutely childish. The reason why I had to do this was because I was trying to stand up for Mike Animate and some of his close friends as well. Sometimes I get emotional and frustrated at times when it comes to stressful situations. I may not be the most mature of handling such situations at times. And Lucy Procure, I do want to apologize for making you upset when I called out your sister. The reason what made me do it was because I wasn't satisfied with her immaturity. And what she did to Mike Animate by causing her fanbase to come after him over something that was minor. Not even severe or close to severe. I shouldn't have gone absolutely bonkers on your older sister. I should have realized the outcome to all this sooner. I just let my anger get between me. Now let's move to the next topic. The relationship between me and Felino back before 2023 was fine without any serious issues. When 2023 got here, it was iffy due to the controversy that happened with him. But when this year of 2024 arrived, it started to become more iffy ever since I made some controversial mistakes. Like certain topics I was saying in my channel content. Like I said earlier, I seriously regret asking people certain topics, not age restricting some of my videos, and such. Felino understood what I had to say about it. He has also told me that the correct age gap between minors and adults due to Romeo and Juliet laws. I'll list them. There you have it. By the way, me and Felino are on neutral or just no thoughts on each other terms. Felino did stated the sexual role plays on Discord thing was not even necessary. I hate to say it, but they most likely gonna have to stop to those people who still make them. Too much controversy. Look how Technoglitch got his ass exposed. He made a big error. Same thing that happened to 2001 Productions, Marcus Animate, Blossom Flowsoft, and Dennis. In my honest thoughts, those role plays were not necessary and could be controversial. Felino did criticize me for not correcting gender pronouns. When I was younger I didn't know anything about gender-neutral pronouns at all because a lot of people don't say it. I only knew about he, him, his, she, her, hers, they, them, and theirs. Not the gender-neutral pronouns because nobody told me anything about her, their, their, etc. They're very rare. And Felino, I'm very sorry I didn't understand anything and what you were going through. I wish I knew about all this much sooner. Hope you forgive me. Let's move on to the last topic. There's a few false accusations that happened to me. If those of you who think I groomed Kiopera, or that I showed CP, or even started the cheer girls hate him. Oh, and you might even think I tried to join sides with the HXR to target Felino and the gang. Well, you're dead wrong. I never even showed CP because those minors had clothes on and they were not even having sex. Because I remembered that part very well. Hell, I did not even groom Kiopera, because according to GoobTube6, Kiopera was called out for saying he wanted to inappropriately touch a young girl under 12 years old. When GoobTube said it was Waffles, I told him her real age was under the age of 10. I did ask Kiopera, did you seriously said this about a 10-year-old? And those of you who think I groomed Gabe, you're dead wrong as well. Gabe also tries saying I did this to him when I didn't even do anything wrong to him. The same person who targeted Captain Sasha and Lily. Some of you might also think I supported Maurice and Chato. Let me explain that. The reason what caused this mess was because I didn't see any actual evidence of them doing shit. When I saw the evidence from other people, I had to cut the guys loose. Lastly, about the cheer girls hate 'em, this all started when Mike and some people made grounded videos. Grounded videos out of the cheer girls. When I knew the answer why they did it I understood. But it wasn't long till the creator started controversy with Mike Animate. When Mike Animate got outed for that, I had to intervene and stand up for him. And many people started to realize it now. Star Jesus also started bullshit with Mike because of it. It was a complete mess. I hope you all understood what I had to say about it. If you want to ask me questions on why do I make adult characters have sex and even show extreme violence sometimes, I'll explain it. I knew about pornography at such a young age. I was 12 or 13 years old when I knew about it. In addition, I knew about extreme violent content around age 10 or 11. That's why. Not to mention that I had some friends who felt the same way, some people I knew even drew NSFW content, which was not necessary. This may sound dumb, but I didn't know what NSFW content meant till I was actually 21 or 22 years old. Yay. It's a shock. I never even realized Rule 34 was actually porn. There are things I didn't realize until in my early 20s that was gonna be a problem due to what I noticed throughout my life. Women and girls getting sexualized, especially in anime and adult or teen cartoons, men and boys acting like thugs, gangsters and pimp daddies, and the adults-only content 18 plus. I've been to a few strip clubs before when I was 18 to 19 years old, but I mainly go to nightclubs just to meet up with people. I just wanted the adult moments. That's why. The last question is, why do I like a lot of muscular male OC characters? Well, that's because I find them to be cool, badass, and even hot. Note, I still like non-muscular male OC characters too. I find them to be the same thing as well. But for female OC characters, I find them to be beautiful and attractive. I'm referring this to adult characters too, not no underage characters. I am bisexual, by the way. Hope you know that. Hell, I also refer this to real-life men and women as well due to me seeing images online a lot when I was in my teens. I do want to apologize for everything that happened. If I would have corrected my text messages by explaining what making out means sooner, along with making improvements to my channel content and making better decisions, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, I wouldn't have gotten myself in this mess. And you know something, this may sound awkward or dumb, but I didn't know a lot about what NSFW, Lolicon, Shotokan, Rule 34, and all that messed up shit meant. Till I got in my early 20s. No one hardly ever talks about this stuff until the 2020s when things have changed completely. Hell, I didn't know anything about what women and girls in real life or in anime and cartoons have been going through when it came to the sexualization of females till my 20s. Even when it came to men and boys dressing like little thugs was a huge deal. Plus the age of consent and Romeo and Juliet laws worldwide till my 20s. I'm so glad I was able to know a lot more when my 20s hit. Some teenagers may not know everything. That's why research is key. That pandemic made a lot of us go crazy throughout 2020 and 2021. I do take responsibility for acting like a fool around that same time. Now let's move on to what I need to say. The reason why I get in trouble at times, it's because I can be sometimes impulsive, stubborn, sensitive, emotional, goofy, strict, too serious, talkative, even clumsy, needy, and self-conscious. There are even times when I sometimes don't take things seriously, whether it be online or in person. That's another reason why I make mistakes when it comes to me not correcting my text messages or sending them to the wrong people at times. I do take responsible for the confusion. Hope you understand this. I never told any of you this, or if I did, I had to deal with sexual assault during September, and this is the third creepy guy I dealt with throughout my life. I'm not kidding about it. The first one was stalking me at a mall, the second one spied on me using the men's restroom, and the last one touched my genitals. It's really bad. Security or police didn't really do anything. In addition, when I was a minor, I had to deal with older guys talking shit about me and even bullies throughout childhood. That's basically another reason why I lose my edge at times when I'm calling out users and such. I do take responsibility for my actions for not making better choices. Plus for talking too much about too much information, interfering in people's business, acting immature throughout my teens at times, and for not picking friends wisely as well. Hope you forgive me for what happened during my controversy. If you don't want to talk to me until further notice or so, that's fine. There is a document where I have a proof about the John and Belle Pearly video where they were hugging and kissing, and not having sex, and they were not even naked either. Plus the video where I called out cute Princess Procure fan 9000 about the cheer girls gets grounded in Mike animate thing, even explaining who caused a whole hate him. Don't attack Mike Animate, Felino Wizard, or any user mentioned in the video. But before I go, I want to say that there will be changes to my new channel. The only thing that can replace the part of adult characters having sexual intercourse is making out. Some people age 18 and older can strip in their undergarments, but they can't be completely naked. Some adults don't have to do that. They still wear their clothes or pajamas. As for teenage characters finding boyfriends and girlfriends, most of them wait till they turn 16. 15 is okay, 14 is a little young, 12 and 13 is too early, but it may be okay. Anyone under 7th or 8th grade don't need a boyfriend or girlfriend yet. The age gap, however, it can't be over a 2.5 or a 3-year age gap. Anything over that can cause shit. A 3 to 4 year age gap to you all is not a good option. It can still get you in a lot of trouble. The reason why Felino and the group took the age gaps between adults and minors very seriously, it's because of the Romeo and Juliet laws and whatnot. That's why. Those are all the changes that will be happening. Hope you understand. But anyway, this is me, over and out. Good luck. Make sure you don't go down the dark road.